What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again, and today we are here for a very special live stream. Today, we're here to celebrate Thanksgiving 2022, and I have two of my best bros, an epic Avengers level panel for you guys, just to kind of bring in Thanksgiving right. I know we wanted to hit this live stream. Optical gave me the idea in terms of timing, do it before everyone starts having their dinners and all that good stuff. So we're going to try to lead you into Thanksgiving nicely with a fun live stream, talk about what we're thankful for, and maybe a few other fun, exciting topics as we also prepare, as a child, for Black Friday. Black Friday tomorrow. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This stream should be, relatively quick, about an hour, I would say. And and then we'll be able to let you go and do some cool Thanksgiving stuff with your family. But happy Thanksgiving.
If it's not, Toy is gonna kill me.
Nah, bro. I got Toy. I'll message you, bro. I got you. I'll message you. But thanks so much for joining, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to start this off. Let's go around the panel real quick. Optical. How you doing, man? Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who's not doing anything.
Except Carlos.
Except Carlos, yeah, who had Friendsgiving on October 31st.
He did, bro. It was
no,
his
but
idea.
happy to be here, man. And after this, you guys should go see your family if you have one.
Yeah, you should. You should. And get some turkey and all that good stuff, too, man. So, and watch the Macy's Day Parade, right, Leo?
Hell yeah, man. Watch it. Make sure you do. Because you
almost
kept me from watching it, but I have it on the TV right here, right now. That's the best part of having like your own comfy spot, your own den. You can have a TV basically behind you. I know Optical does. I know he's watching something because he's just not going to tell it to you.
It's not Macy's Parade. I know.
It's much more X-rated
kind of parade.
Yeah, but
it's a different kind of parade.
It's a different kind of parade. I can't. I just can't. I cannot. Like the Macy's Day Parade brings Christmas in for me, bro. So I have to watch it. So every year we used to watch it when I lived in New York. We used to go every year, bro. We used to go down.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. We used to go to Macy's Day Parade, bro, in Manhattan. Like always making our way over there and stuff like that, getting good seats, getting a good placement and stuff like that. I remember one time my dad, we actually stayed in a hotel so we can overlook actually the parade and stuff like that because he didn't want to go outside because it was too cold. I'm like, Dad, come on. He's like, nah, it's too cold, just watch it. So yeah, it was decent, bro. So
nice.
I missed that moment, yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, because I definitely need to go to a parade like that at some point. I'm finally going to San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to California, so I'm really excited about that, bro. So gonna be traveling and doing all that fun stuff. But guys,
you're not. I don't believe.
Yeah, I am, bro. I got the plane ticket. I got the SDCC.
I believe when I see it.
He's gonna cancel the last.
I believe when I see it.
Can't cancel that one. I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Well, I guess I've lost NRDs before, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's address the chat real quick, and then we'll jump into our first topic. Renz Talentino, the artist himself. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mr. Artist. Let's just skip Carlos. No, I'm just kidding. Carlos here. Well. If it isn't the three pendejos, you have tiny arms, Will, always sick, Optical, and motherfucker Puto Leal.
Thanksgiving, are we going to be? Carlos probably is in line right now and Staples for a GPS or Black Friday. Carlos
probably,
is not 2005.
Probably,
get off the line.
Back of the line, Carlos.
Go online.
Yeah, online. Paid 23. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Xander, happy Thanksgiving from Canada. Mr. Mom Collectibles, what's up, dude? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful there's stream on today. We'll put in that overtime. Yeah, all three of us, dude. All three of us. Dinesh, Thea Garage, channel member. Thanks so much, bro. Happy Thanksgiving. Tyria, happy Thanksgiving from the Netherlands. Oh, Tyria, I didn't know you were from the Netherlands. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Primetime Reviews, happy Thanksgiving. Super Miguel, what's up? Channel member, Fat Batman's Collecting Nightmare. That's always like a tongue twister, bro. Fat Batman's Collecting Nightmare. Thanks so much, bro, for stopping in. Darth Drez, hi all. Yomo, happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, still struggling with the cold. Dude, feel better, man. Feel better. Be safe. Thule, what is up, Thule? My fellow Kylo Ren brethren. Happy Thanksgiving, collectors. Universal Key. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Alvin J, channel member. What's up, Alvin? Jovius, channel member. Morning. What's up, Jovius? Louis Labitz, the man himself. What's up, crew? Happy Thanksgiving. Single songwriter. Happy Thanksgiving. Will Hot Toys give us something special at 3 a.m.? Loki? Let's hope so. Loki on Thanksgiving. Let's do it. Yeah, Brandon Salad, channel member. Wish everyone in the chat and panel a radical Thanksgiving. Yeah, bro. You too, man. CT603. What's up, CT? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Single songwriter. Patriots game on Thanksgiving is like a leap year. Yeah, it's about right. Anthony Wagstaff. That's an awesome last name, bro. We talking figures today on the chat? Yeah, we are actually. Single songwriter Grogu has made the big time being in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Oh, I didn't know he was in it. That's pretty cool. Luminara, what's up, Lumi? Happy Thanksgiving. Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, you as well. Shout out to all the cooks out there. Absolutely. AJ passing through on the way to see family. Thanks so much, AJ. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man, Mr. Channel member AJ. Riley, the man himself, Mr. Darkside Anakin. That's him.
He's on set. He's on set.
I know.
Right
He is, bro. He's very famous. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. You too, Riley. You too. Orlando, happy Thanksgiving to everyone on the panel, especially the one who enabled me to get a Module case. That probably Optical. We're going to say Optical on that one, not me. But thanks so much, Orlando. I think you'll be in good hands. I'm very happy. Riley said, I woke up at 7:55, no rent payment. See? Very proud of you, Riley. Very proud of you, bro. Not proud of that Darkside Anakin purchase, but the rest of it, yeah. Doc Smizzle, Will Optical Leo, happy Thanksgiving, my brothers. You too, Doc. Happy Thanksgiving. Pablo Meza, Alvin J. Brother. Let's go, Giants. And Doc said, don't you know there's a World Cup match on right now? Well, no, I don't, because I don't really watch soccer or football, as the rest of the world calls it. And a 12-inch Moose Dream is here. And Carlos finally said Riley is testing his bubble butt. Yeah, he is. He is. That's what he's doing right now. Guys,
he's on the set fun one. Booty and Bricks.
Booty and Bricks? That's the new show,
movie.
Bro.
That's the movie. That's the movie of that he's on the set. He's on the set.
Oh,
of
Booty and Bricks, dude. That's Optical's watching that right now. So,
Malkova.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with something a little bit fun, non-figure related. The top 3 Thanksgiving side dishes. We got to do this because this is really important. And I'm actually going to go first. Leo, I know I'm going to pick some things I know you can't or won't eat, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to pick number 1. This is the clear answer: mac and cheese. It's without question, bro. It's mac and cheese. It's not even a debate. Number 1 is mac and cheese. Where the debate comes in is number 2 and 3. 2, I'm actually going to have mashed potatoes. I'm very much a starch guy. I like all the starches. So mashed potatoes in number 2. Yeah. 3, I'm going to count this as a side. Dinner rolls. Dinner rolls are actually number 3. Because you can put butter on them. You could do whatever you want. You could like mix it in the gravy. You can put turkey on it. Like, dude, dinner rolls all the way. So Optical, what are your top 3 Thanksgiving side dishes, bro?
I would actually agree with your 2.
Really? The first 2?
Mac and cheese is it's a given. I mean,
okay.
Who says no to that? Like a kid wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to that. I agree with your second one as well. What was your second one?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Yeah. I just like the texture and, especially if it's creamy and whatnot. The third one, well, I would disagree with you on rolls because I can eat that any day. Dude, pies are,
Oh, pie. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, any type of pie, especially if you got some leftovers, what you can do with that.
Yeah.
Some poontang pie that you eat.
Oh. Poontang pie.
No, but yeah.
I'm thinking of poontang. That's very good.
Yeah. Staples right there,
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So, Leo, what about you, man? What are your top 3 dishes?
Okay, that it depends on the demographic, bro.
Really?
There's 2 sides here. There's basically 2 sides of me. There's the Cuban side, and there's the African American side. You know what I mean? So if you're talking about the African American side again, now there's side dishes that doesn't include the dessert. So the dessert is on its own. It's a separate thing for us. Side dishes. Okay, I will agree, macaroni and cheese, but you have to have 6 different cheeses. You can't just have one. You have to have, in the Black family, you definitely have to have 6 different cheeses, like literally, like it's blended in with 6 different cheeses. So if I had the stomach to tolerate it, cool. If I eat that, my butthole would be hurting for 3 weeks. Other than that, Black family also, cornbread, bro. You can't just say dinner rolls. You got to say some cornbread, bro. Cornbread is always on point. And also for Thanksgiving, a side dish is candy yams, baby. Candy yams, and that's basically in the Black family. So you got your cornbread, you got your mac and cheese, you got the candy yams. Sometimes people make collard greens. Sometimes people just make, again, we're talking about like this, the dishes. Now, again, Cuban side, because my pops always platanos. He would always make platanos every year. That was basically one of his favorite side dishes. You couldn't go with that, go without it. It's definitely a dish for him. He we don't leave the crib without it. And here's the thing, like he always loved his rice and his Spanish rice, also Spanish rice and pineapple. Actually, the thing is, Toya makes good rice. She makes coconut rice with pineapple. So she made it today. I think she's the best that ever done it. When it comes to that, she kills it. And also she makes her baked beans. So there's so many different things that go on like in the side dishes, bro. Sometimes if you think your side dish is good enough, your side dishes become your main damn meal. Because
100%, bro.
Yeah, let me. So yeah,
mac and cheese is like one of the first things I go for. So that's just every dude. Yeah, as long as your stomach is able to allow it, mac and cheese, like you said, is just a staple, bro. It's like Optical was saying too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So really excited to talk about that one, guys. Let's get into figure chat. So, what figure are you most thankful for in 2022? Optical, I want to jump back to you on this one, bro. What figure did you pick up in 2022 that you're thankful that exists now in your collection?
And it can't be pornography.
Yeah, it can't be porn. You can't pick the Mia Khalifa figure. It's not going to work.
Come on. Yeah. That from the Novi.
That's true. You did buy from the Novi. Probably off eBay.
Special edition.
Yeah, one of one.
I would say, oh, shit. Miles Morales.
Dude, don't tempt me, Optical. Don't tempt me because I'm looking at that figure for Black Friday.
It's just so good. Like, I never really felt the need to get a second body. Now I got it in 2022. I don't know if some people I don't know when it got released. I just got it maybe a few months ago, but it is so good. Like I've held a lot of Hot Toys, and this is one Hot Toys that it feels brand new. Like man, 2 head sculpts, swappable, basically 3 head sculpts because of the mask, swappable hair, 3 outfits. It just feels like a throwback Hot Toys that you just feel like, hey man, this is the Hot Toys from 2010 where you get a whole lot. Like if you can just have one, I would say Miles Morales, this is it, because you almost have 3. You can change the outfit. If you're broke, you almost have 3 Hot Toys figure with this. This is one figure that I'm really tempted. If they make like a third-party body like this, I would get one. And then because I feel like I'm wasting the 2 awesome head sculpt that I have with 2 outfits. So this is one thing that if it goes really low on sale, I see myself picking one up. That's like the second one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be discounted tomorrow. But sorry, Leo, what were you going to say?
No. I was waiting him to get for Optical to get done.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I was done. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I would say Optical. I am definitely looking at this for Black Friday. It's one that I'm very strongly looking at. Because I love the character and really love the film. So Leia, what about you, man? Is this your answer as well?
I concur, bro. Like this is pretty much. I told you this. Regardless of anything that comes out in 2022, this is going to be the #1 figure for me. Like literally. Aesthetically it looks great. If you have Gwen next to you, especially if you decided not to go with the what are those on his feet and you just picked up your own. I picked up 2 pair, white and one that actually complements his fit, his outfit and everything. But literally you can tell so many stories with this figure, bro. It's phenomenal. Like it's a phenomenal piece to basically have in your collection. Another person that's thinking about getting another one, because the thing is, I want to have him just like this, like just because it's in. And the thing is, the pair, like I would think the best pair in my collection is him and Gwen. Like literally, the chemistry, and as literally, bro, the chemistry between those 2 figures, regardless of everything else that I have, those 2 figures. It just looks so great. And I told you, it was the first figure with the background where I actually used that cardboard cutout background, like it, because it's so important to the character, to the figure, and it looks great with both of them. And if you have him, Gwen, Peter Porker, if you have him actually there, it looks like an incredible display, bro. So I definitely have to concur. This figure, it was worth. I know we waited a long time for it, bro. I know we did. But it was definitely Hot Toys saying it's worth the wait, and it definitely was. I love it. I took so many. It was one of the only figures that I took over 120 photos, and the video was like so long, because it was just so many options. So definitely this one. And my runner up, I just want to throw one runner up in there really quick, which I've been telling people this since it was released, and I was happy with it. What is it? My I keep forgetting the damn name. My Death Watch Mando.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Love it. Love them. I got a couple of them, bro, but I just love them ever since I got, because the thing is, the body is totally different when you get it in hand.
Okay.
The body is different when you get it in hand. I love this figure. I've loved it ever since I got it in my hands, bro. And to have like a couple of them in the display is menacing. The plan was to basically have, because at the time we didn't know that we were going to get Axe Wolves. and Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves. We didn't know that we were going to get those figures. I mean, we knew we were going to get Bo-Katan, but I didn't know we were going to get Axe Woe. So I was going to pose Bo-Katan with them. But now it's just totally different. And on top of it, knowing that we're going to actually see them in season 3, I'm excited, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, dude. And it's crazy to think about, guys, like how many figures came out in this year that we picked up, right? Like there's so many that happened maybe like in the early parts of the year that, we're not even thinking of, that like, are just really great figures. And it's funny, I'm actually going to give my one here. I think my number one would probably be this one. It's funny, like, what'd you say, Leo?
Sephiroth. No, I know. No,
Sephiroth, I think he was 2021.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
It's this one.
Yeah. So, because I know I got Cloud in 2022, I'd have to look back when if it's 2022, then for sure Sephiroth is number one. But Cloud would be 2022. I know that for a fact. So at that point, I'm like, I think I'm gonna go Cloud. It's funny, layout. I've done a real like 180 on third party stuff. I feel like I like third party stuff, but some of my absolute favorite figures are third party figures, just because they're making characters that I love that licensed companies aren't willing to make or unable to make. Like maybe Square Enix doesn't want to give the license out to Final Fantasy, whatever, right? It's expensive, so these companies are making these amazing figures. Cloud would probably be my number one, honestly. Like that's for the year. And then my honorable mention, like you said, Leo, the one that I've been going on and on and on about for a while now, this Scorpion.
Yeah.
I just got it in, not long ago, and it's absolutely amazing. It's fully die-cast. You got to be careful, though, because it's very heavy and it will topple over very easily because the armor is all die-cast, the weapons are die-cast, so he's a very heavy figure. So, when you put him on the stand, you got to really make sure that he's there and safe and secure.
Bro, did you see that Damn Toys, Naughts and Damn Toys is making that Ada Wong from Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Optical, did you see that?
Looks phenomenal, bro.
Oh,
it looks
let me look
good. It definitely looks good. I can't take it. And the thing is, I'm a Resident Evil fan. I'm like, I might pick that up.
See, I've never really played much Resident Evil. Have you, Optical? Are you a big Resident Evil fan?
I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Yeah,
I think
so you guys are going to consider getting this? I mean,
I might get it, bro. I might get it because it looks good, bro. It really looks good
as well. Because I know they got a lot of backlash from Claire.
Yeah.
This one, even the shoulders does not have seams. So
it looks so good, bro. Like I saw it finally because the thing is, there's been so many representations of this figure. But they've never really got it right. But this, it looks good.
Damn Toys does good work, man. They really do. Like Optical, don't you have their Godfather?
I do have the Godfather. I do have some of their military figures. Damn Toys does. They're a bit expensive. Like their Leon is like $320, I think, the new one. But they do, they're the same. I would say up there. Like that Godfather for $250 is phenomenal.
Right. Yeah. The only thing eventually layout, kind of like what InArt has done with the seamless wrist too. Like that would be something. I don't know with a fully seamless body how you would do this, but because you wouldn't be able to pose it. The only reason Joker can is because he has sleeves and you could hide the forearm joint or whatever. But man. But that would be nice. I mean, it's not the end of the world though. This figure does look great, man. The body looks great. The head sculpt looks great. Is the hair sculpted or it looks sculpted? Right? I can't even tell.
Yeah.
It's that good. I can't even tell. So
it just looked at it. I don't know. It didn't say. Yeah, I think it is sculpted. It is sculpted hair. But it just looks good. Like, and even you get it with the trench coat. It looks good, bro. It definitely looks. So if they can keep the line like this, then I'm all in because I love Resident Evil, bro.
Yeah, me too, bro. Absolutely, man. So let's put a pin in that topic. I want to address Mr. Lane, the ladies' man super chat, real quick. So Lane, are any of you considering the Hot Toys Wenwu figure? Dude, that's 100%. I'm definitely getting
100%.
that. Optical, are you getting that?
I eventually I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I didn't pre-order it, but I know I will. Both.
Yeah. See, I didn't pre-order it yet because I kind of want to see how the head sculpt's going to turn out in the final production. Because they updated it and it looked amazing. Yeah. But I love when it would be. I'd be hard pressed to not buy that figure. The head sculpt would have to be pretty terrible for me not to buy it. Yeah. Because I pretty much love Wenwu. What about you, Leo?
Yeah. Come on. Really?
Yeah.
You asked me that question, man. Hell yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm going to get it day one if I can. I'm going to get it from Sideshow, but yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's what I decided to do was go through Sideshow because it's safer for me because at least I know I have that sense of security. And then on top of that, the shipping isn't as expensive as it would be in different places. And they're starting to get good. They're starting to get better with, dispensing the figures and stuff like that. So yeah, as much as sometimes I just want to punch them all in the face. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm definitely going through them. So
yeah, same, bro. Absolutely. So, guys, let's address our next topic. So, how thankful are we for Hot Toys in 2022, just as a company, what they've produced, sort of the innovations that they have made, the offerings that they've delivered on, the new pre-order announcements that they have. So I kind of want to address the idea of how thankful we are for Hot Toys in terms of, like I said, like all those factors that really influence a lot of our collecting, because, you know, most of these streams, most of what we talk about are Hot Toys. A lot of what we talk about is 1/6, and Hot Toys is the king of 1/6. So in that vein, you know, I kind of wanted to address the idea how thankful we are for them producing the great products that they do. Sometimes we criticize them for, you know, maybe when they misstep, and rightly so, because they are the king, and, you know, we're sort of following their every move because we're so invested in their product. But Optical, how thankful are you for Hot Toys in 2022?
Dude, for 2022, very thankful, because I've never bought so many Hot Toys in a year. I mean, the prices that they are, I know they're not setting the price, but it kind of does, you know, like, you know, they're discounted. I bought multiple figures. I bought figures that I probably shouldn't have bought if it was not discounted, but because of the prices that they're offering, you know, I was able to get them. As far as the quality, I you know, they have some hit or miss, but mostly hits. You know, they have some few misses here and there, but nothing major that I would, you know, that I would be upset about. The announcement as well, you know, we were looking for like one-offs. We got RoboCop, you know, the Matrix, and, you know, I know no one wants that, but they mixed it up. They have Logan from Days of Future Past, and it's easy to dismiss them now because, you know, there's this new shiny object called InArt. Like, oh, they're not in, but they are innovating. You know, they got the USBs. You know, they're doing their part. They're also not as expensive as the other guy that hasn't, you know, really, you know, given us anything yet. So it's easy to dismiss them, but they've done their part. I think, you know, with Star Wars, Marvel, and DC, they've done an amazing job of giving us what, for the most part, what we, you know, we ask for. Obviously, we're not gonna get everything, but we ask for, you know, one-offs. We got, you know, those guys, like I mentioned earlier, like the RoboCops. We ask for USB. You know, they started, not all of them, you know, they started producing USBs. You guys, you know, it's, you can't get them all, you know, you get some reissues here and there, but for the most part, I would say in 2022, they did their part, and no complaints whatsoever. No complaints at all.
Yeah. The only complaint I would have, Optical, is Loki being delayed so long, you know, but that's just because I love Loki so much. But I think I saw someone posted in one of the Facebook groups that, you know, he's the third longest release window from announcement to release, so, of all time for Hot Toys. So that's pretty crazy. I wonder if we'll end up hitting #1, but he should come out hopefully over the next couple days to next week. So we will find out. But anyway, yeah, Leo, what do you think, man? How thankful are you for Hot Toys in 2022?
Oh, truly thankful, bro, because they're giving us figures, you know, even the figures that we don't have in hand yet, just to some of the things that they actually previewed, you know, knowing now that you can actually get that Civil War Black Panther suit, you know, that classic suit with the ritual shield, you know, and the actual mask worn, it's the tribal mask itself. Like I'm so excited about this piece, bro, to have it, and it gives me hope. I mean, I know we talk about this and people are like, nah, they don't think so, but I really think that they'll update that head sculpt. If they did it with Tony, I think that they'll definitely update the head sculpt and do us right with this figure. And, you know, just to pay homage to, you know, and again, they know this line is going to sell. They know people basically have been wanting this figure, and it's going to go. So I'm definitely excited about that. I mean, they've been, you know, again, without them, you know, that like, you know, Optical said, you know, that Logan 1973, you know, Wolverine, you know, Vader, you know, like you have right up here right now.
Yeah.
Like, again, innovation, bro. Innovations that, you know, again, you know, we talk about InArt, but there's only one figure that I'm getting from them right now, and that's the Joker. I haven't pushed the button, you know, or pulled the trigger on anything else because, again, I mean, look, they're the king of the mountain for a reason, bro. Hot Toys has innovated. Because of Hot Toys, you know, we've gotten so much competition out there. So you got to give credit where credit is due. That's what we talked about it yesterday. I wanted to actually mention it, but we didn't really get a chance to talk about it. Will they basically remain the king of the mountain in 2023? And my answer is yes. I definitely believe they will. It's going to be hard to dethrone them, bro, because the thing is, you can bring out everything that you want. you know, you can be InArt, and like I said, I wish him well and I wish him luck. But I mean, the pieces that we're actually getting from Hot Toys is phenomenal, bro. Like literally, we're getting stuff, and that's because they have control of certain IPs that other companies don't have the authority over. So again, it's just like when we continue to get these things, bro. When we, you know, again, I got that Bo-Katan is. People can say what they want, bro. That thing looks incredible in hand. Like it is amazing in hand. We talked about. I know a lot of people talked about Cable. When you get Cable in hand, it looks incredible, bro. Yeah. Like literally, it's you. I looked at the body at first, and we saw the pictures and the prototype pitch. I mean, the prototype to production photos. We saw it. And everybody was like, "Oh, come on!" But once you get it in hand and you get the cape on it and you get everything, bro, wow. Like it's like, okay. And then the light up feature in the eyes is bright as shit.
Oh, really?
Like, hell yeah. It is bright and it looks good. So I'm like, yeah, I retract my statement. It's really good. We talked about this before. It's really good. DX19, incredible figure, bro. Yeah. I would have never thought that I would love the DX19 the way I do, and it's a decent figure. Haven't popped open the tumbler yet because I'm still waiting on my Batman Begins, so we'll actually get that. You know, but there's so many things. Like even when they gave us the arena suit Boba Fett. Like I know, bro, even though it's a one-off, it's a dope ass piece to have in your collection. Look at this, Win Wu. Yep. They actually give us that setup for Win Wu, and we seen that they gave us a updated head sculpt on that. That's going to be incredible. So again, all the things that we are actually looking forward to and things that have been released. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job, bro. Yes, we have waited for a while, but I think a lot of it is worth the wait once we get it in hand. But yeah. I applaud them, bro. Like I am truly happy for them because, like I said, they're one of the reasons why we look forward to the holiday season as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sales, you know, different things that we can actually get in hand. I mean, why not, bro? So I think they're killing it. They're okay.
Absolutely, bro. And they really are. Yeah, there's definitely areas where we criticize them. Like, for example, like Gore the God Butcher. Like, I'll look at that and criticize them up and down for that because I'm like, to me, it's lazy. Like, I feel like they kind of half-assed it. But then, you know, you think about all the releases that they've put up for pre-order and that they've actually released in 2022. And it's very impressive. And we've gotten a lot of really, really great collectibles because of them. Most of our collections are probably Hot Toys. Like if you look at all of us, you know, what Optical has behind him, actually what I have behind me, they're just off screen, are almost all Hot Toys. I mean, you know, there's a lot of really good shit that's being made by them. And yeah, Leo, they are going to be the king of the mountain for the foreseeable future, in large part because they release really good stuff and they have Star Wars and Marvel. So Star Wars and Marvel are the two licenses that everyone is going to feel like they really can't live without. So as long as Hot Toys has those and they're making good stuff and the licensors are happy, they're going to keep making them. So, you know, we're going to get to the InArt one actually next. So I don't mean to bury the lead on that one. But Leo, there's a lot of figures, for example, like this one, right? Oh, this Cad Bane.
Come on,
like,
bro.
This is probably my most anticipated figure from Hot Toys right now. So this and then Shang-Chi and Wen Wu. Those are, other than Loki, obviously. Loki's a given, right? But that's going to come out hopefully soon. But as far as like pre-orders in the future, yeah, man, Cad Bane and Wen Wu and Shang-Chi and DX Vader. Those are probably the ones, right? So Cad Bane, I already pre-ordered this. And I don't really pre-order much from Sideshow or anywhere anymore. But this one I know for a fact I'm going to get, and I know I'm going to want it day one. So it's one of those where I'm just like, you know what? I'm glad that Hot Toys made this because this looks like an absolute grail to me. Maybe it won't be, but because maybe he'll
it's going to be, bro. He's
going to show up again, probably though.
He's going to definitely show up again, but at the same time, to have the first in hand, bro, it's going to be phenomenal. Like literally, so
like 3 head sculpts, basically.
Hell yeah, like
3
changeable face plates. Yeah, so, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it is, and that's again like no other company. I mean, because they have the license to Star Wars, of course they're going to capitalize on something like this because it's bread and butter. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about this figure. They talk about the clones, but they're and why they continue to make clones is because it's selling. They sell. A lot of people basically buy and they target that market because they know. Iron Man, same thing. We can talk about what, bro. I was the first person who's like, yo, I'm so sick of getting Iron Man figures. I'm just tired of it. But bro, they dropped that Mark 1 War Machine suit, and I was like, yeah, I need that. And voila, Toya got it for me for Christmas. You know what I mean? So again, you know, we talk about these pieces, but yet once we get them in hand, it's just like, they did a bang up job with it. So
yeah, and Leo, I mean, I can just to what you're saying. Like we're looking at the best sellers on Sideshow. 3 of the top 4 are clones. So I mean, you know, basically one's a stormtrooper, but it might as well be a clone. I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty similar. So, but Optical. What about you, man? Is there any figure like on pre-order right now that Hot Toys put up this year that you're just like super amped about? Maybe Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, the entire No Way Home line. Like because lately it's there's a big thing where Hot Toys is being their brand is being tarnished, right? Like this is, you know, the innovation, so to speak. And but if you make the collectors choose, okay, let's remove Hot Toys. Do you you know, like I know we're gonna talk about InArt, and InArt is mostly the reason why Hot Toys name is being desecrated lately, right? Because they, you know, oh, they don't do this. If you make collectors choose, it's like you're gonna get the entire InArt lineup, but you're not gonna get the Hot Toys upcoming lineup. Meaning No Way Home, no Vader. Which one would you choose?
Right.
I think most people would choose the Hot Toys lineup, regardless of the quality, because we're talking about Hot Toys here. We're not talking about Asmus. Sometimes they're not bad. They're just not rooted hair, but they're not bad. You know, like the way we tarnish their name lately has been ridiculous to some people, to some degree. It was like, oh, they haven't innovated in years. Look at them doing this. I bet you if you make them choose between No Way Home and, you know, whatever was that Dune figure from InArt, most people would choose No Way Home, regardless if they're rooted here or not. I'm just saying, you know, like the disrespect that they gotten lately has been absurd. But you know, they do have misses, like this guy. Look at his face. But for the most part, I mean, that Vader is a must-have in my opinion. The Tobey Maguire is a must-have. We haven't even seen Garfield yet. That Electro. I mean, those I just mentioned 3, you know, big time players out there who's not, you know, quote unquote innovating, you know, like they haven't produced those 3 figures, has not, you know, really changed the mold yet. I'm excited for them just because of the character and how they are made. Just No Way Home itself, I'm not even gonna get out of that. I don't know, but Wolverine, RoboCop, you know, those things I'm excited for.
And they killed this Willem Dafoe head sculpt, bro.
Yeah,
they killed this Willem Dafoe head sculpt, bro. It is on point. Like literally, this again. I said that if I was going to get any figure from this line, I'm not getting the, you know, the classic suit, the original suit, but this look right here is the suit because it's completely different from the original. You know what I mean? So definitely this will be the one to get. So yeah, this one right here is a no-brainer.
Yeah, this one is tough to pass on, Leo. And I want to get a Goblin. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure whether I want to get this one or the other one. But maybe I won't get one at all. But there's a lot of these really tough figures to choose. I mean, these are great. So yeah, man, I'm just really excited and looking forward to it. And I understand where you're coming from too, Optical. Like with InArt, the way I've tended to approach it anyway, I guess everyone's a little bit different. The way I've tended to approach InArt is that I like kind of what they're offering in sort of augmentation to Hot Toys. Like Hot Toys is great, and they offer a lot of really good characters and great products, but InArt's offering something a little bit more premium in certain aspects, like leather, you know, rooted hair, head sculpt. So I like the option of having both. If we only had one or the other, I don't think we would be satisfied. But the fact that we have both, that's great, because more options in the marketplace is always a good thing, especially when they're high quality options. Like if we have Hot Toys and Asmus and 3.0 and all that, yeah, it's great to have those options, but they're not really competitive. Like Asmus and, you know, maybe the Gandalf the White, people seem to really like that. But, you know, the 3.0 and stuff, like some of them are pretty good, but they're not really on Hot Toys level most of the time. So, but InArt is, and that's kind of what I like about this. Like, you know, having sort of variety and options and, you know, living in a world where we have the best collectibles ever being made at our option to purchase. So that's kind of what I like.
Yeah,
so
I agree. You know, like InArt is there, and I'm going to say this, like, I guess definitively, InArt is there to be an alternative to Hot Toys, an alternative, not to replace them. I don't think they could. And also we don't know, like you said, if one or the other is not present, we don't, you know, it's not going to be good. But we already know what Hot Toys is without InArt. Pretty darn good. We don't know how InArt would be, how we would be if it's just InArt and no Hot Toys. So, you know, like with their lineup itself, I don't know, man. But yeah, I agree with you. Like it's a good time to, you always have that option.
Those options, that's the most important thing, is to have options. Again, you know, the only thing that's a killer by, you know, definition in itself is price. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, And I think that's what InArt is going to probably have to look at it long term. I guess they know exclusively they have exclusive pieces, basically because it's tailored a certain way, but it's just going to be priced. But at least what prices you have choices. So
yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. It's good to basically be a collector at this point because again, there's variety, even with these third-party figures. Again, to have a So Toys Rogue in my collection, I cannot wait, to kind of place that up against with Gambit. So to have that is just variety. Like when we have so many things out there right now at our disposal that it just is a good time to be a collector. But Hot Toys is, in my opinion, they're going to continue to sit on that throne, and it's going to be hard to dethrone them because every time you're saying like, okay, you count them out for so many different reasons, boom, they drop something else, and it's like, damn, I didn't expect that. That looks crazy. You know what I mean? Like, so again, I mean, and people talk shit. We already know that. It was they've been talking shit, whenever there's competition and it breeds competition. But again, you'll have your loyalists, but it's just a good space to be in when you have variety and you have choices. So
I agree, bro. Absolutely. And the only time I ever get frustrated with them is when they're not living up to their full potential. That's when I look at them and I'm like, okay, I'm frustrated because I know that you can do better. You're just maybe spread too thin where you can't, or you're unwilling to. Kind of like with the Gore thing. I just feel like I'm like, okay, like I get it's not the most popular character in the world, but why half-ass it? Like kind of like how they did with the Peacemaker originally, before they updated that Peacemaker. Remember, we all tore it to shreds. We were like, this looks terrible. Like, and then they changed it. So hopefully
they heard it, changed it, and made it better like they should have. You know what I mean? Because they knew that they needed to do so. But when you look at like, and I'm sorry, but when you look at this piece, bro, again, it's a classic piece. It's the Grail. But when you look at this piece, bro, and you in hand, it's a phenomenal piece, bro. It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely a phenomenal piece to have in your collection. So, I mean, Hot Toys is sitting there for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
Can't change
absolutely. That. Well, guys, I'm glad that you brought up the points that you did, because how thankful are we for InArt in 2022? And I want to start again with Optical, because Optical, I'm not even sure. Do you have any InArt figures on pre-order? Maybe the Joker?
No.
Okay, no. You're kind of waiting and seeing. Is basically what you're doing. Okay. But Optical, how thankful are you for InArt? Like, are you thankful at all that they exist? What do you think what kind of impact do you think they've had so far?
Oh yeah. I mean, because there's one of the passionate things that I do have is Lord of the Rings. And to finally have maybe quote unquote a better Aragorn is a must have for me. I'm thankful for InArt that they exist. Like I'm with Lyle here. I'm not going to buy everything that they offer just because the characters that they do have is not something that really appeals to me completely. And even if it does, like their price point is a little bit suspect at this point, especially with how much Hot Toys is worth, like, and we all talk about, well, if they can charge Spider-Man for 400, InArt sounds, cheap at 600, but there's so many Hot Toys that are like 170 right now. So I could buy literally 3 Hot Toys for one. I'm not going to buy the 450 Spider-Man. That might go down as well. But I do love the fact that InArt exists. I like the fact that we can get almost customized figure for almost like a retail price. Because back in the day, without InArt, this custom pieces, they would cost you over 1,500.
Right.
And I'm not willing to pay that. I'm almost not willing to pay what they're asking for, much more so a custom. But I like that they're there. They might push Hot Toys, a little bit here and there. With how they approach things. You can see that Hot Toys is, outside of Loki, it looks like they're being a little bit faster now on their shipping and all that stuff. But I like what they have. I like what they offer. Hopefully they continue to grow. Hopefully they get more characters, because if they do, maybe they can produce the characters that I'm willing to buy in a more expensive way, because I'm not going to buy every single one of their lineup, because that's going to be so super expensive. And plus, I don't love every single one of their announcements. Like the only one that appeals to me really is Joker and Aragorn. All the other ones, I'm okay with just having Hot Toys with them, and I'm okay with that. Even the Black Adam, they come up with a Black Adam, unless it's like totally blows the other Hot Toys Black Adam out of the water. I won't do that, So, but I like the fact that they're here. Hopefully they flourish so they can push Hot Toys. Basically, I want them to succeed so Hot Toys could be cheaper.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
That's my
and
point
better
here.
too, and better. Yeah,
Yeah, because if Hot Toys becomes better because of them, then I'll be happy. It's just because their price point is just not. It's not something that I don't see myself consuming them all the time. They'll
Right.
probably be a one-off for me, like once or twice or maybe 3 times a year at most.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny at Optical, I feel like I've taken maybe a slightly different approach to it. I'm not going to buy just any old character from InArt. It would have to be one that I really love. But I think I've gotten to the point where I really want the best collection and collectibles that I can possibly afford. So I'm not going to, I can't really afford customs. I mean, I could buy them, but I wouldn't have any money to do anything else. How am I going to eat or get groceries or do whatever I want, right? So, but as far as like this Pennywise, for example, I'm absolutely going to get this because, Optical, this is absolutely like an S tier character for me. This is like one of the ones that I truly love and I really want the best version, which is why I was willing to sell the Hot Toys, both of them at a loss to buy this. So, and I bought 2 of these. I don't know if that's going to be stupid or not, but there's 2 head sculpts. That's why I wanted 2 of them. But, yeah, you wouldn't do it for every character because the price tag, looking at $450, $500 plus per figure, it's definitely not something where you would just like go all in and buy every single one. You'd have to really love the character. And our figures are for really, for people who really absolutely love that character that they're offering at that time. It wouldn't just be a so-so character, for lack of a better term. So, it's like Pennywise for me, let's say they got Marvel and they did Loki, 100% I'd be in, right? Gandalf I really like a lot because I really want the Lord of the Rings line Optical. Like Asmus, I feel like, yeah, sometimes they produce some pretty good stuff, but I think InArt has a lot more potential than they do. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it. I'm very thankful for InArt personally, before I let Lael jump in on this one. I'm very thankful for them just because they're offering something that I think we didn't know we needed in this community. Like not everyone's going to buy them, but I feel like the fact that, like you said, Optical, that they exist, that they're offering something quote unquote high end, sort of custom like for a pretty reasonable price in the end of things. Coming into this, I didn't think InArt prices were that reasonable. I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know if people are going to pay $500 for a figure. That seems like a lot. But the more Hot Toys prices started to rise, and I get what you're saying, Optical, a lot of times they do get discounted, so that makes sense. But the more Hot Toy prices start to rise and I see the quality of these prototypes from InArt, I'm like, hey, I'm starting to kind of buy into this a little bit. Maybe I'm buying into the hype too much, and I guess we'll see. John's already told me they're working on the InArt Joker like really, really hard right now. They're trying to get that out ASAP. But I'm very thankful for them because I'm hoping that they push Hot Toys to innovate more and just make a consistent bar. Because sometimes Hot Toys will release some absolute bangers, and sometimes they'll release some shitty figures. That's just how I view it by their standards. They're still great collectibles by the community, by the industry standard, but as far as their standard, it's not on their level of quality of work. So I'm hoping that InArt keeps them accountable in a sense, but I don't know that they really will, just because Star Wars and Marvel is always going to be the cream of the crop. So Pennywise is not Darth Vader. So that's kind of what we're looking at. But I'm just excited that InArt is offering something a little bit maybe higher tier, possibly, depending upon how these come out. But like movable eyes, better tailoring, rooted head sculpts. I'm just excited about that. So the magnetic bases, the innovations there, the die-cast parts, stuff like that. So I'm really thankful that they exist, Optical, just because of the fact that they're, I don't know, maybe pushing, hopefully, Hot Toys a little bit and pushing the industry forward a little bit. That's kind of how I would view it. But I want to let Lael jump in. I don't want to talk too much. Lael, how thankful are you for InArt in 2022?
I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they're here. I'm happy that they are basically innovating. I'm glad that we get the Joker from them. It's one figure that I've been wanting for a long time. But I will say I'll be thankful when I see more diversity, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know you've been consistent about that. So
and I'm just going to drill down with it. I mean, I think that they, Hot Toys, we talked about that with Hot Toys. I have nothing else to say to them about it because they've shown that they do care about diversity, and they are throwing it in there, and they've proven that within this last year. With the diversity and the widespread of diversity we've gotten with figures. We've gotten Reva, we've gotten Valkyrie, we've gotten so many figures, of color. We will get a Namor. I mean, I know that's going to actually come out. Once InArt reaches that level, then I'll be thankful. Right now, I'm just happy for him.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. Absolutely. And Optical, do you have any sort of reply to kind of what I said about being thankful for InArt? Anything else you want to add?
Oh no, like I agree. Like with InArt, the fact that they're there, I think initially, I know we have this both thought process because we looked at InArt as a competitor to Hot Toys,
right?
And we shouldn't have. we should have looked at him as an alternative. Because when you're competing with Hot Toys, that means this Batman right here is competing with Hot Toys. Joker is not competing with Hot Toys because there's no competition. This would determine if they can stand with Hot Toys, because this is a direct competition with Hot Toys. You can say that Pennywise, but it's not a competition because the price is, the price difference is massive, and it came out a year ago. So basically there's a huge gap in terms of quality. Without the rooted hair of this guy, this is direct competition to Hot Toys. So this guy would dictate, and not Joker, because Joker is a must. Like Joker, people are going to buy that, regardless if you're Hot Toys collectors or not. This would determine if collectors are willing to purchase this with a higher price tag or a Hot Toys, because that would determine, it's like, oh, we can stand toe to toe with them, or are we just going to make the things that they don't make? Or are we going to step it up and make things that they do make, but price it, a little bit higher, and we become an alternative for people who wants a higher, let's say, higher quality of a Pennywise or higher quality Aquaman. Which one are they going to be? I guess we're going to find out, soon enough but regardless of whichever they want to be, I'm glad that they're there, because I might not buy this Batman. Maybe I'll just buy the Hot Toys one. But if they make, for example, a nice Aquaman that's fairly reasonable, I like Aquaman, maybe I'll buy it. I like the fact that somebody will make it at a higher, rate, at a better quality, and it exists. I'd rather have that than them not existing at all.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, like you said, having the option, like Leal had mentioned too, having the option, I think is really important. So yeah, guys, great thoughts on that one. Let's move on to kind of like a big picture, kind of more Thanksgiving-like topic that we've talked about, but also fits into the theme of the show. So how does collecting improve our lives? Leal, we talked about this a little bit last night, and I thought it was a really healthy, like engaging, productive, and exciting discussion, talking about, what we're thankful for and how does collecting really make our lives better. So Leal, I want to actually start with you on this one. How do you think collecting improves our lives overall?
I mean, the thing is, it's, for a lot of people, it's a safe space. We know that, again, mental health is a real thing. We've seen it with this past week, with the loss of a very, very popular individual within the Power Rangers community. We've seen it with so many individuals that we've lost, within the last year, that mental health is really real. I mean, we have conversations with a lot of people who hit us up and they let us know that, they're experiencing certain things that, this community kind of helps them stay sane. It keeps them focused, keeps them calm when they have high-end pieces like this. When you devote more of your attention towards, getting these figures in, posing them up, having something in your collection that's meaningful, it takes your mind away from everything else. You know what I mean? It takes your mind away from everything that's going outside in this world politically, health wise. The pandemic is still there. People just don't see it as much because we do have remedies, but it's still there, alive and well. But again, cancer is spreading like a wildfire. Literally, like when cancer it's spreading faster than AIDS, bro. That's how cancer is right now. It's incredible. But, when we think about stuff like that, this is a safe space. For us, it bridges that gap. It brings us together. We've met and formulated so many different relationships, through this. We've networked with individuals. We've had a chance to kind of, do giveaways, be there in a time of need for individuals that, we've basically lost, that they've experienced loss, like brother cousin was talking about yesterday, the birth of his daughter, we were there for that, like, all of us have actually been there for that, the passing of my grandmother. People were there with me, through that journey. So again, this is the importance of the community, is a simple fact that it's not just about collecting, it's about spreading the love of that collecting and sharing and fellowshipping in the love for collecting and stuff like that, through good and bad. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I've met some really, really great friends such as you and Optical and, everybody else out there. Like, without this community, like we said this yesterday, like I don't really talk this much in general, this much to anyone outside of this community. You know what I mean? Like I can't really have these conversations with friends outside. I mean, we talk, on a daily basis, but within this community, this is what brings us together, and we have more conversations about this because it's something that we love, the nostalgia, just the sheer innovation of having pieces that we never thought we would have before. So I'm very thankful for that when it comes to, collecting and how much what it has done. I mean, yes, we spent a lot of money, but at the same time, you know what I mean? I would do it all over again just to, have these relationships, again. So definitely.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's a huge thing, Leo. It's not to be taken lightly for sure, because, on just face level, we get to go into our collection room and be like, this represents me. And these are all things I'm super excited about, and they make me happy. Anything that you enjoy is, for the most part, going to cost money. I mean, like if you want to go play laser tag, it costs money, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to go walk around, which is also really fun, like take nature walks. That's free, right? But
a lot of things, $60 for gas, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Gas.
Like literally,
that's a good point. You got to drive there to get there.
That was 3 NRDs that I spent to get gas. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. When you think about
how
that,
collectors
bro.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like that's the first thing we fucking think about.
Yeah, we think about it. We're like, bro, anytime we're like at the grocery store and there's like the great value brand or whatever versus the name brand, you're like, fuck that. That's an NRD, bro.
Yeah, like that's an NRD. That's the shit you're thinking about.
Yeah, that's an NRD. That's how we think, bro. It's like, no, I could get this really nice T-shirt. I get the one from Walmart. I was like, no, I get the Walmart one. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, man, I think collecting improves our lives in a lot of ways. And I know for everyone in the chat and for all of us, I can only assume, the people we've met and the friendships we've made and what we've learned and how we've grown. Like, I feel like I've grown a ton since I've started streaming and doing YouTube and collecting. Like, just meeting you guys and you guys introducing me to new ideas, collecting and otherwise, that have really just improved and expanded upon my, abilities and my growth as a human. So, yeah, really exciting. But Optical, what do you think, man? How does collecting improve your life overall?
Oh, I think it improves everyone's life tremendously, because you need an escape with life, with everyday life. Like, life itself is already hard, but once you are in the mood for your collectibles, right? Like, and we all have our problems, recession, like bills and all that stuff. But when when you have that an hour or two just browsing Sideshow, right? Like looking for deals, that's an escape from your real life. And I'm not advocating that you ignore your real life, but I'm assuming like everyone here is like, is responsible enough to do that. That hour or two is good for you mentally. You escape the everyday stress that you do have. You sit down, you plan ahead, like, all right, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna display this. It's good for you creatively. You post your figures. It gives your passion back, that sometimes gets lost. Let's be honest. Like, when we get older, we just tend to think, it's like, how much money am I going to make? How am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do this weekend? But with this, it brings your inner child back. You think about the movies that you like. Maybe it inspires you to watch the movie again. And then whatever emotions you felt at that time, you feel it again when you see the figure, when you hold it, when you pose it. You want to take pictures of it. You share it with the people around you. And that small window of time gets you away from being an adult. And that's beautiful, because, when you're a child, remember, you don't have any problems. You were just there. You're playing video games. And that's how we feel. I feel like when we're doing this, collectibles, whether we're browsing for the next deal, imagining how our display would look like, just overall being an escape before you go back to the real world, punching your time clock again, go back to your work for 8 hours. But you have that window when you get home before you go to sleep. You have your phone, check on the community. I'm going to watch Will, a little bit. I want to watch Lale and watch this review. That little window right there, I feel like is important to everyone, regardless if you're collecting figures or puzzles, Black Series. As long as you have a diversion from real life that would take you back to whatever you loved before, I think that's very important. It would change your life. It would relieve some of the the hardships that life already has to offer.
Right. Yeah, because I think there's any number of things that can fill that role for you, Optical. Like, we've talked about music, right? Music can do that. Working out can do that. Hang out with family. But collecting is a great option for that. Like, it is a great escapism option. And I don't think that can be overlooked. I don't even think we realize how important it is for us to have that. And have something like healthy to focus on, as long as you don't, I mean, anything in excess can be a bad thing, right? But if you do this collecting hobby in moderation and use it sort of as like your own form of therapy, it can totally work. It can can totally be something that's healthy for you to, you know, explore things you enjoy. Because I guess one of the goals of life at the end of the day is to be happy, right? That's like one of the things that you can only hope for. So if you're exploring and pursuing happiness healthily, then this is a great place to do it. And I've seen people, I don't even know if they're joking, but I've seen people say this in multiple chats, that this keeps them from, you know, doing other things they shouldn't be doing, like breaking the law.
That's the truth.
Yeah, or doing other stuff. Bro. I know it's true, Leo. Like, and it really is. Like, you know, maybe you spend a little bit too much in 1 month. Yeah, that's not super healthy for you, but it's better than a lot of alternatives. So,
bro, Toy is happy. It keeps me in the house. Like, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's happy. I mean, but that's just me. That's who I am. Like, literally, bro. Wait. Well, honestly, like, we joke about this, but wait till you go to Comic-Con. And the reason why I say that is not just to basically take in the festivities, not just basically for collectibles, not just basically to see panels and stuff like that, but watch how many people walk up to you and say, "Hey, Will, I watch your show."
Oh, yeah.
Bro, like, literally, like, that means more to me than what I do here. Like, because the thing is, it's like we formulated these relationships. I was walking around New York Comic-Con with Louis Labitz, bro. Like, I was literally walking around with Louis Labitz, bro. Like, had a chance to basically sit down and talk, you know, and vibe with him in comics. Like, literally, like, so many people walking up to you is like, "Yo, I watch your show. Can I get a picture?" Stuff like that. It's not about that. It's about the conversations that you have with these people, bro. And it's like, really, like, you're providing a space. That right there means more than anything, bro. And this is what this community provides. Like, how many people basically run in or say, "Yo," or you know, they're in Optical's chats. You know, how many people basically are in your chat? How many people are in my chat when they actually say the same thing? People that see us together like, "Yo, the Trinity's back," or they'll say stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's just because it's recognizable. The vibe, the chemistry is there. This is what we have. This is what we formulate in this community, bro. And we give this back to them. You know what I mean? Because of this community, I've been able to basically I provided like 187 costumes to kids. Like, literally, because of this community, bro. You know what I mean? Because of this community, I'll be able to provide food for the homeless, food for families that are in need. I'll be able to provide toys to individuals who need it because of this community, bro. Like, there's no better thing. There's no better community out there because we look out for each other. That's how it is. Even, like I said, when it's, you know, dumb shit that happens in the community, we can overlook that. It passes like a quiet storm, bro. Like, it's just basically the way it is. And then we get back to the things that we love. This is what this community provides, and I love it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's Leo. That's a great answer. You and Optical both, man. Super great insights there. And then I totally agree. That's really what it is. Whether you're on the YouTube channels or not, like if you're just in the chat or you're commenting on the Facebook groups, you're still a huge part of this community. And I think that's, you know, great for all of us. And it's very healthy, I feel like. You know, sometimes people from the outside looking in don't understand collecting, but I think, you know, if we can take sort of these conversations and explain to them if they're willing to listen, I think they would get a much more clear picture of why this happens. So, absolutely, bro. So yeah, guys, I think we're going to wrap it there just because we're right around the 1 hour mark. So at this point, like I said, I want to keep it, you know, because I know everyone's got stuff to do on Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah, I got to go cook.
I know, bro. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I got to address Carlos' super chat. Carlos, thanks so much, bro, for the super chat. Will hates Harley. I don't, Leo. I don't hate Harley, bro. Carlos, though, is narrowing his collection down to like 40 figures, and he keeps putting Harley in there. And I'm like, bro, Harley's not top 40. And I keep telling him. And they're like, so it's a matter of preference. Like Scorpion to some wouldn't be top 40, but to me he is, right? Or Cloud or Sephiroth. But so it's a matter of, you know, subjectivity.
Personal preference, yeah.
Yeah, right. So. Yeah, man. So absolutely. Single star rated, said professional spectator. Yep, but one of the best, bro. One of the best. And contributor. But I want to give you guys a chance real quick. Like I said, I wanted to thank you so much for joining me and, you know, having, you know, a lot of fun tonight. So, not even tonight. We're so used to doing night streams. But this morning, basically. So, yeah, Optical, what's coming up on your channel, man?
Oh man, just the usual shorts.
Shorts, dude. Shorts are cool, man.
Yeah, they're fun to make. They're short and you know, they're easy to edit. And but I got a few videos coming out. Like I said, Cable. You know, I edited that. So if you remember, you probably have seen it. And a bunch of stuff too. Like, so yeah, this AdSense is not helping, but it's okay. it's there.
It's decent. Yeah. But thanks so much for joining, man. Thanks for taking time out of your Thanksgiving to join the show, man. So appreciate it. Lael, dude, what's coming up on the 1/6 Scale Man channel? Thank you as well, bro, for being so supportive.
First out, let me say shout out to Kinky Sphincter. He said, WillFoxification 1/6 Scale Man didn't mention me.
There we go.
Shout out to you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving to Kinky Sphincter. There we go, man. We got it. I mean, you know, it's so many people out there. Thomas Brown, my guy, single songwriter, Blackbird Tech, Thule, Mike Fiala. Who else? We got so many people out there. Just wanted to say a shout out to and have a nice Thanksgiving, man. What's going on with me tomorrow? Of course, is Friday, so it's going to be Figure Flex Friday, Collectors Lounge International on Sunday, Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday, and back for Say What Wednesday. Besides that, I'm ready to eat.
Me too, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready to eat too. So I'm going to end it there, guys. Like I said, check out my video on the Moduspace giveaway. That's going on. So check out that. That'll give you all the info you need to know. And check out these two wonderful gentlemen, awesome, epic, beautiful panelists here. So they have great channels that have some great stuff. And hopefully Optical gets some good AdSense. So, you know, we're gonna make it happen. So guys, thank you so much for joining on Thanksgiving. We really appreciate it. We wanted to do something fun and just kind of, you know, bring in the, you know, Thanksgiving holiday with some exciting talk about what we're thankful for. So 2022 has been a cool year, and I know we'll do more of the year and wrap when we get to the end of the year layout. We'll talk about that type of stuff.
Definitely.
But guys, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy the football games, enjoy the food, enjoy your family, and yeah, it should be a fun one. And you know, I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for everything you've contributed to all three of our channels this year to the community. We really appreciate you. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you on Black Friday tomorrow. Get your wallets ready. We're going to check it out. Guys, peace out. See you later.